Hey everyone, you're with Tesla Tom. Thanks for joining us on Ludicrous Feed. Today's video is about my leaking glass roof in my Tesla Model S. Yes, you heard me right. Unfortunately, the roof has been leaking. Luckily, it only leaks when I wash my car and not when it rains. I guess it's dependent on how much pressure I put on my hose, but every time I washed my car, on the front passenger side, there would be a few droplets onto the seat. So I went into Tesla to get it finally fixed. Just quickly, thank you very much for everyone for subscribing to my channel. If you haven't done so already, please take a moment, hit that red subscribe button to stay up to date with our latest videos. This is a simulation, of course, but as you'll see, there are droplets onto the seat of that front passenger side every time I wash my car. Just a few droplets, but nonetheless, it concerned me a bit, and I guess the car's still under warranty, so I thought I'd bring it in to get it fixed. And let me read to you what Tesla wrote in their report for my car. It says here, concern, customer, water ingress over front passenger seat after washing the car. Corrections, main seal, panoramic roof, first generation. Carried out replacement of panoramic roof, main seal as required. Tested okay, and I'll show you a video of what they did. They basically sealed that top bit of my car where the roof meets the rest of the car, and it's been great. Hasn't been leaking since, and they tested it out for me as well. Also, they replaced the bolts in my steering rack housing. This is that known recall that they were going to do for all Tesla Model S's. I did a video on this a few months ago, and I'll put a link for that for you to see. And it's good to know that's been replaced. Not such a concern here in Australia, where it's not as cold, but apparently in cold countries where they ice the roads, sorry, they salt the roads when it gets icy. That salt can corrode the power steering bolts. You know, not a big problem, like I said, but they fixed it for me anyway, so I'm happy with that. They also, I'll read here, number 3, did a courtesy inspection, which they normally do when you bring it in for service for any reason. They pulled the logs, checked for active faults, which is great, no active faults found, checked firmware version, topped off washer fluid, verified wiper and washer jet operation, good, no issue, checked all seat belts and latches, and adjusted the tyre pressure, which is great. That's kind of a standard mini service that they do for you. And number 4, they also found a, this concerned me a bit when I read it, but then I read it a bit further and I'll show you what I mean. It says, during repair, found 12-volt battery positive terminal is missing. And that sounds pretty bad on initial reading, but then it says later on, corrections, install 12-volt battery positive terminal cover. So it looks like the positive terminal of the battery was missing the cover, so the actual operation of the battery wasn't in trouble. The cap was missing, so they just replaced that cap. Again, very minor issue, but it's good to see that Tesla is on top of these things. And you know, I dropped my car in on a Thursday from memory, and they had to order the part in for the sealant for the glass roof. That had to come from Melbourne, which is at least an overnight trip. I had to work the next day, so I left the car in over the weekend. As you might have seen, I did a couple of videos on the loaner car, and I'll link them for you as well so you can have a look. But it was great. That Thursday they didn't have the loaner car for me, so they sent an Uber to send me back home. And then the Friday they sent another Uber for me to come pick up the loaner car. So, you know, that's all part of that Tesla service, which I'm very thankful for, which is why I'm happy with Tesla, because the service is so good. But thank you once again to Tesla for fixing my concerns and always taking me seriously, and producing a very thorough report so that I can share with you guys what they've done, and that's all part of the Tesla experience, I guess. Alright guys, well, thank you very much for watching. Hope it's a lovely day wherever you are in this world, and as always, happy charging.
Thanks for watching, and thanks for being part of the energy revolution. If you haven't done so already, be sure to hit subscribe to keep up to date with our latest videos. If you're about to buy a Tesla, use our promo code on screen to score free unlimited supercharging. Happy charging!